What's up, Jay? I see you on Instagram. What's up, my dog? You're back, huh, Trina? I see you, cuz. I see you back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I appreciate y'all patience. I appreciate y'all patience. Yeah. Thank you, cuz. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all patience, man. Waiting on my awesome co-host to come right back on. Yeah, I ain't want to have all that doubling, and we got the show started, and we have all the distortion going on. But as y'all come in the building, do us that favor, like and share, man. As y'all come in, remember, do us that favor, like and share, man. As y'all come in the building. Yeah, my dog Kev will be back in a minute. But man, look, y'all know, man, it's been busy in our city. Busy in our city, man. Our city making the news always for the wrong thing, bro. Always for the wrong thing. God dog it, man. God dog it, man. And this prison break, I mean, you got these people asking all type of questions, man. How that many people get out of jail? You know, it had to be an inside job. How much they was paying the people? God dog it, man. Shit. They acting like we know something that they don't know. Like we ain't finding it out on the news just like them. You know, I work out of town, so I be getting those type of questions as I travel. My brother.
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, sir. I can hear you clearly.
And why it's so low
It sound low.
on my end?
I hear you clearly. Can y'all hear me? Y'all put a one in the comment if y'all can hear me. Y'all put a two if y'all can't.
Hold on, Earl.
Y'all put a one in the comment if y'all can hear me.
Hello.
I can hear you, Kel. I
I
can
can
hear you.
hear. You.
Yeah, I can hear you clear. I can hear you clear. Okay. Okay, you can hear us both. Okay. Awesome, awesome,
It's
awesome,
crazy.
awesome, awesome. Awesome. We get the people, give them a second to get back on in the building. Oh yeah, man. But hey, bro, like I was saying, yeah, bro, we making the news, bro, for all the
Oh,
wrong
boy.
reasons, bro. All the wrong reasons we making the news out here, man. You know, we got people pointing fingers. We got Sheriff Hudson. You got Sheriff Hudson had canceled her what she suspended. Sheriff that we had on the show, our guest, right, Sheriff Susan Hudson. She has suspended her campaign for re-election for sheriff, right? They just want to focus on getting all the inmates back to jail safely. That's all they want to focus right now. So, you know, she suspended her re-election and they got people pointing fingers, man. We're gonna discuss that. You know, we got people pointing fingers. You know, there's enough blame to go around for everyone. You know, enough of blame to go around for everyone. But hey, like I said, she suspended her re-election campaign for sheriff again due to the prison break, and they just want to focus more on getting the inmates back in. You know, like I said, um, with the people that's running for mayor, we got them that's pointing fingers, right? Everybody trying to gain something right now to look good in the public eye, right? Um, It's getting nasty out there, bro. It's getting nasty. I tell you the truth, bro. But like I said, there's enough blame to go around, and at the end of the day, you ain't know the inmates was trying to escape.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. Look, we got Oliver Thomas, gonna be running for mayor, man.
Key Cal running for sheriff.
Oh, all right, okay.
Y'all got that vote y'all want. Y'all have Key Cal for sheriff and fucking and Byron Cole for be y'all fucking mayor. Don't got that vote. Why don't happen to y'all?
What's up, Miss Didi? How you doing, Miss Milton? Shout out to you. How you doing?
I can't see none of the comments, dog. I don't even have me as a guest. How you got me in there?
Did you press comments? You know you can press the comments. You want to see what they got the comments there.
They'll come on. All they got is chat. If I hit chat, it's gonna go to me trying to chat to you. If I press the comments, I'm gonna lose. It's all right.
No, like you gotta press for comments, Kevin. You got a section on
normally at the bottom right here, but it's not at the bottom this time.
But you on a different phone?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on a different phone. You think that was our problem earlier?
I don't know. Hell no, when our problem earlier. Okay. That was you with a double Big Mac background.
What you said, Didi? You're not feeling too well, but you good? Okay, well, look, we hope things be all right with you, man. I pray everything.
Well, that sickness coming around, everybody getting sick.
Yeah, I mean, I had a cold. I've been down. I mean, I saw Felicia ask that question earlier. What happened to us last week? I mean, I took my cough medicine. I overslept, so that was my fault, man. Chest congestion.
Boy, back on that lean, y'all.
What you mean back on that lean, bro? Like, I don't have no drug problems, sir. What you mean by that, bro?
It said I took that cough medicine like the little babies and knocked me out.
Hey, man, well, I told the honest truth, man. I told the honest truth. I took it and I was out. You know what I mean? But yeah, but look, but you're not feeling well. I hope you feel well. You heard me, Didi. Look, you know we got a portion of the show where we say prayers. So look, we make sure we say a prayer for you. Everybody got something going on. You heard me, Kevin? Yeah. So you just hit me up on another device?
You cry about me can't see the comments.
No, sir. I just want to make sure with the device we got you coming on, sir.
You'll look different. I'm on here.
Okay. Oh, Didi, what you said? You got cancer. That cancer got you down. Oh no. Man, I didn't know that, Didi. Well, look, you make sure we're gonna pray for you. That you beat it just like our other cancer survivors. So, we speaking in advance, cancer survivor. It got you down, but it ain't got you out. You heard me? Because you're here with us. So we gonna educate, entertain. So I'm glad you're here with us. You know what I mean? But look, it got you down, but it ain't got you out. And it's good to see you here. What's up, Bird?
What's up, Marquette?
I see Marquette in the building. What's up, Bird? What's up, my brother? What's happening?
Right there. I'm gonna write that bitch out too.
Bird said he ain't wanting for nothing. Bird said they don't know how to escape, huh, Bird? Bird said he know how to be on the run.
They come on, they got out of the jail and went right to Bourbon Street.
Hey man. Like I said, they didn't have no plan. They did not have not one plan. I mean, but obviously, them 3-4 brothers got a plan. Them 3-4 brothers got a plan, bro, because they still out here roaming.
Right. They're still out here, Well, they caught one of them, the Uber driver turned one of them in yesterday. Yeah, the Uber driver turned one of them boys in yesterday, so.
The Uber driver?
Yeah, your boy Van Buren, the one that the chick had called him.
Huh?
Van
Buren?
Yeah, he got caught yesterday. Or today. It had to be yesterday. Uber driver caught that boy from the Eastern Morrison.
Mm-hmm. What you said, Felicia, Cal Park by rumors using the Wi-Fi. That probably was a problem, Felicia. I was
Nah,
trying to get to the bottom of it without, things being too crazy, So I was just asking questions. I don't know. I don't know if that was it. You know what I mean? What you said, Felicia, the plan was to escape. Plan B and C wasn't discussed. And that what it seemed like, because they're walking around in the French Quarter. They're on camera in the French Quarter. They're on camera everywhere, man.
they caught
Everywhere
one
they
dude.
walk, they're on camera.
They caught one dude on the bench sleeping.
Come on, bro. What is going on with them, bro?
Them dude
It's
had no
like,
rhythm or rhyme or reason to escape. They just went behind the guy who told him come up, and they went behind that boy.
you know what? For $20,000, you know what I mean? I was like, man, how about one of them family member turn them in, right? And put the $20,000 on their books.
Mm-mm. But you ain't getting the 20,000. No, you probably got
Well,
$5 on your
well,
book.
think about it, right? Just think about it, right? If someone turned them in, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you made a deal with someone while you was out, we just talking
Right,
hypothetical, right? So if someone turned them in, right, and then they made a deal with them, like, look, I gotta go back anyway. They're gonna catch me, right? So you
right,
turn me and you collect the reward, right? And not put all the money on my books, but you know what I mean, put some of the money on my books and make
right.
sure I'm straight, like at least 10, 15 of the thousand.
Mm-mm.
You ain't had nothing before that.
But you got L, so don't worry about that 10, 15. You don't need that much money. You got life in jail.
I know you don't need that much money as you think, right? But what I'm saying is you're already running out here. You ain't making no plan. So why not make a plan to have one of your family members collect the money? Especially what if it's one of your baby mamas, right? You ain't doing nothing for the baby. You in jail, you ain't doing nothing for the baby. So what if you tell one of your baby mamas, turn me in, bitch, turn me in, and that 20,000 will hold you over for however long while I'm serving this time.
That 20,000 gonna last for 2 weekends. This could be at birthdays and at the treehouse. Next weekend, broke.
But I'm just saying, I mean, you gotta be thinking, bro. You gotta be thinking
Listen,
out here.
I think
There's something.
you're right. I think the pot. I said the same thing. I said that one of my kin folks. I said, man, listen, I'm gonna pick you up, go get you something to eat. I'm gonna bring you right back where you came from so you get some sleep. And I'm gonna call the people and tell them go and get my 50. I think it was like $50,000. I think it went up a little bit.
50,000.
I think it went
Nah,
up from a couple of days
that's why I
ago.
said, man, this should be contacting the baby mamas, man. Like, look, come, whoever Josing them. Think about that. Whoever Josing them, right? You going back. They're gonna catch you, bro. I look, if you know they're gonna everybody else got caught, they're gonna catch y'all too, right? So
Right.
have a loved one turn you in and use some of the money to put on your books.
What they
Or have a
should
baby
did,
mama turn you in and she can use some of the money to take care of the baby.
what they should did was gave old boy some money back from that maintenance work for getting their ass out there. That boy gonna be in jail starving and hurting at the same time.
Hey, the maintenance guy already came out and have his lawyer. That guy saying, look, I'm just being used as a scapegoat, man. That man have an alibi why the water was turned off, man. That man said he wasn't part of no escape plan. He wasn't, and he have his lawyer. So
That boy
that
about to get
fight that, brother.
that boy about to get 10 years of 10 counts of helping. You better I hope you got a good alibi.
That brother counting that, like I said, bro. Like, look, that man not taking that land down, brother.
If I was watching that boy, I'll try to find Darius. I'm gonna let work that day.
Yeah, but like I said, um, it's getting crazy out here. Okay, Kel, that's about enough time right now. Let's go ahead on and get this show started. Let's get this joke of the day out the way, my brother.
Man, it's late, so it's not gonna be a fast. It's gonna be a quick 1-2 punch, dog.
There we go.
Listen,
There we go.
all y'all mamas out here, y'all talking about if you got kids, grandkids that's in nursery, first grade, kindergarten, y'all know they still having accidents on themselves. So listen, when the school call y'all to tell y'all, send a little BB or send a little PP, some clothes we could change them. Y'all in the back tell me, oh no, they give my baby good clothes, trying to give to the other kids who ain't got it. So if I could, when your little grandson or your son come on with some pink leggings and a crop top, don't be fucking mad at them people neither. That's your fucking fault.
Ah,
When
you know
your
why that's
grand
so funny,
when
Kev?
your granddaughter come on some fucking Timberland boots on and some Levi jeans hang off her head, that's y'all fault. Don't be crying to the nurse fucked over my baby. If my baby on these clothes, no, you fucked over your baby. Never seen your baby no right clothes to change. You know that motherfucker had problems at the house. You know he been pissing on himself since he was 5.
ah, this dude is stupid, bro. And you know they got parents that feel like that. That's why it's so funny, dog.
The
You know
dad,
the
no, I'm
parents.
telling you, that oh no, they slick. They're gonna try to take my baby clothes and get one of them unfortunate ass kids over there. They ain't wearing no Burberry that nursery. My baby on come. Now your baby got motherfucking pink leggings on with some heels on, little boy.
Oh man, this dude's stupid, man. Y'all already know, man. That's Kev, the comedian.
That's E. Guy, the creator, man.
Man, y'all already know what's the name of the show. All
Oh,
love over here.
yeah.
The name of the show is All Love Over Here. And every week, it's our job to bring y'all educational, entertaining show. This week is no different. Like I said, man, thank y'all for y'all patience. Yes, been out sick, man. We've been out sick. You know, we need energy to do this show. So look, we down sick, man. We ain't got the energy to give it to y'all. So look, we appreciate y'all patience, man, every week as we be up and down with real life. All right, man. Kev, let's start it off right here, bro. This Diddy trial, bro. This Diddy trial, this Diddy trial, this Diddy trial. I don't even know where to start at because they passed their first witness now.
The
And
first
the
witness.
things that I've been hearing about this young lady, Cassie, is who I'm speaking of, right?
Right.
It's been appalling, right? It's been jaw dropping the things that I've been hearing, man. I know you've been keeping up with the case since since he first went to jail. You know, what's the latest on it, Kev?
Well, I have not been keeping up with like I should have been I've been busy at the job. But you got Cassidy on stand telling her part of the story, which she didn't think that the text messages, the email, all the late night messages that she hit Pete Diddy up saying she want a freak off. So she was the one orchestrating all the freak offs. So when an escort guy came up on the stand, and got told them he was getting paid $5,000 to $6,000 every time he would go over there and hand this dinner with Cassie and Pete Diddy in the corner watching. How she actually be peed on and this, that, and the other. Who my heart goes out to, not even some heart goes out to, but who got to be the husband. See, he ain't know she was doing all that behind the scenes. When she was telling all the business about what she was doing, that boy got a courtroom. That boy like, I can't take this no more. Now you got Lauren London involved in this because they're saying her and Pete Diddy had something to do with Nipsey Hussle getting killed and stuff. Yeah, they say Lauren London was working for Pete Diddy, like she was one of the pick you up girls to drop you off to the take that port.
Wow.
So last week, the defense lawyer, I'm sorry, not the defense lawyer, the lawyers came out with an audio recording that came from Prince. They say Prince speaks from beyond the grave. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. So they played the recording inside the courtroom. They said Puff Daddy had a whole different look on his face when the recording started playing. So there's a
With the
lot of
recording, what it was being said on the recording, Kev?
I gotta find out. I had it on written down somewhere, but it was the person basically telling what the lawyers was saying already about how he had the freak off parties and how he tried to talk Puffy out of not doing the things he was doing, and so it went on and went on and went on. So this Puff Daddy allegation is about to get real bad because now you got more and more people that they are trying to summons to come to court to testify against him. So he thought his money was gonna pay everybody off. He had to worry about nobody coming to testify against him. Because if you think
Mm.
about it, okay, so this is how the Cassidy thing all got started, y'all. So Rock paid Cassidy $20,000 to open a case of on P. Diddy. So Diddy countered back and tried to pay her $30,000 not to bring the case to court, not to bring it out in the opening.
Thirty
Well,
thousand.
million, I'm sorry. So Rock paid her 20 million. P. Diddy tried to pay her 30 million. And another company paid her another so many millions. So she got paid 3 times from from three different people about this case. Well, she thought she was out of clear when she got the $100,000, the $100 million. I'm sorry, thought she was out of clear. But when you're being subpoenaed by the court, ain't no such thing as you ain't coming in there to testify. Once you get subpoenaed, you gotta show up to court. Well, inside the courtroom, they started going over her text messages between her and P. Diddy, showing where she was the one calling for these freak calls, and she was the one asking for these things, and she was the one orchestrating all this stuff like that. So when it came back out that she was doing everything, the whole thing changes now. Because now you think about this. If you was orchestrating all this stuff and you was doing the things that your phone said that you was all calling her for, shouldn't you be getting charged with the same thing?
And that's what I was thinking. Like, if she was the number two in charge, the way this sounded, right?
Right,
So if she was doing it while Diddy was away, if he was away and she was organizing freak offs,
right,
all right, why she's not being charged for anything for the times that she organized the freak
right.
off? Did she do exactly what he do as far as the sex trafficking, far as paying the stripper to come from a different city and state
Yeah,
and she paid him from $4,000 to $6,000 to have sex with her and whoever else. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, I'm not saying nothing Diddy did is right, but I'm
right,
trying to understand all the charges, how they have to stick, right? So they're saying that having the male models and the female models, strippers, whatever you want to call them,
right.
have them travel back and forth. That's considered sex trafficking right there.
Exactly. If you
Okay, if
bring,
that considered
right.
sex trafficking, why she's not charged? Because
Well,
if
they,
they clearly said while
right.
he was away, she was organizing this while he was away, why she's not being charged with him?
Well, she's pregnant right now, but I'm pretty sure after it's all said and done, they're gonna go back after her. I'm pretty sure
Mm,
once it's all said and done, they're gonna go right back after her. Because if you look at all of the evidence, everything is leading back to her being the ringleader.
not the ringleader, but she's a part of it, and that what was so shocking to hear, right?
Right,
Because initially going into this trial, this case, you looked at her as if she was the victim, right? Especially after you saw the video, the way he was hitting her in the hallway, or the lobby, wherever the elevators
right,
were, right? So
right.
you looked at her like, man, she was a victim, he was wrong. So you expected to hear all these heinous things, but you didn't expect her to be involved. Like she's asking the male strippers to urinate in her mouth.
Right.
Like, wait, did that guy say that she was the one that was asking for this? Like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, wait, what's going on, man? And then another thing, right?
Hmm.
Why have your kids, if you know all this is gonna be read, why have your kids in court? I mean, man, your kids gotta hear this, bro.
Well, that's why they excuse the kids, even Puff Daddy kid excused all the kids out of the court before they actually got to the full details of it all. But when they
Man,
started it out, they was there. So they excused them out of court, you know. But like I said again, if she's that much involved, I guarantee you she will be coming on the stand to be charged with some charges herself.
you think so?
They got to think about it. All the evidence that's coming out saying she's listen, I'm gonna tell you who said something that was so key. I listened to your boy Chopper from making a band of interview. He said you will not catch Puff Daddy on none of those videotapes. He said He said Puff Daddy would never be on none of those tapes. He said Puff Daddy will always be in the corner watching. He would never get involved when they're doing the freak offs.
Mm,
He said, but
mm,
when Puff Daddy was doing his own thing, yeah, but them doing what they was doing with Cassie, he said they won't find Puff Daddy on none of them tapes.
mm, mm. So he wasn't in a video.
No, he's in the corner waiting on the nipple rubs and stuff. He wanted to rub the sperm on his nipple. That's what he was doing. I'm telling the man said in
Man,
court. The man said all that P Diddy was doing, rubbing my on his nipple. That's all that man said P Diddy did wrong.
what the?
So yeah, you know, yeah. Now, I don't know, dog. The lot of stuff came out in the courtroom that I was shocked too. I'm like, damn, this
Her
is what
mama, Cassie mom took the stand also, right?
I ain't see her take the stand. I'm going through the day by day breakdown of the whole situation, of the whole case. She must have took the stand sometime this week because this from last week breakdown.
Yeah, yeah. The mom took the stand too, and I didn't hear everything that she said, but you know, I know Diddy supposedly had her to pay back the $20,000 that supposedly Cassie did something and made the parents pay the 20,000. He gave the parents back the money. I don't know, bro.
Well, yeah, I heard about that.
As
They lost the house and all that stuff. He threatened the parents that if they don't pay 20,000, how much it was, that they were gonna release it. He gonna release a tape of something on them that he had made them pay it, but that they
he
want to.
threatened Dawn too, right?
Yeah, Dawn. She
And
was the
what was
one
the
that
threat that he made to Dawn?
the same thing. I think he had on camera too. Anybody who he had video on,
Well,
he
he
can.
had Dawn on camera. I thought he
He's on the
threatened
gun for making a
Dawn with
band,
her life.
right?
I thought he told her that people come up missing that talk or something like that.
You talking about the girl
I
from making
ain't,
a band, right? From Danny
yeah.
Kane. Yeah, he threatened her too. But remember, Dawn from New Orleans too.
Say, bro, like I tell you, dog, the more and more people hit that stand, bro, the more and more stuff we gonna hear. But it is sounding like he a freak, and he gay,
Yeah, they say that
and then
already.
that's what it sounded like. Now, where the drugs at? You know, Cassie was one of your star witness.
Right.
Star witness. So I mean, if they're trying to have blow for blow, I mean, I ain't been really hearing the big blows, bro. That's about to
Well,
give them
see,
all this time.
well, it's people don't realize. Like you said, there's no law that says you can't be a freak. There's no law that's saying you cannot have multiple partners at the same time. But the law is when you start trafficking people from one state to the next, that's when it becomes sex trafficking, and you're paying for these services. So that's what they're gonna get them on. They're gonna try to get them on sex trafficking from flying people in to have sex with you and your partners or whoever you having sex with, and paying them all and flying their asses back out. So once you cross state line, they call it sex trafficking.
Hey man, like I said, the more they talk about it, it just more and more nasty things you hear that he
Right.
has done. But that's what you're really hearing. It's like, God damn it, man, this dude was kind of gross.
Well, she said that the freak offs. She said Combs used the freak offs to control her. She also said the freak offs was the only way I could spend time with Combs. So she don't call him Pete Diddy no more. She called him Combs by his government name. She said he ain't pissing Diddy no more on me.
So she just called him Combs.
Yeah, she called him Combs in the statements. Well, allegedly, she said, I did a freak off to keep him happy. I did the freak off to spend more time with him because that's the only way I can get time out of him if we was doing freak offs again. Ain't that much time in the world, babe. It sounded like me you was enjoying the freak offs because you kept calling in the middle of the night saying, ooh, I need a freak off right now. Okay, well, you enjoyed it.
But she left. Why she kept going back? And that was my question, right?
Right.
You know, baby, you left. Why you kept going back? Like, for what reason? You know what I mean?
And this been going on 2013, 2016. They said in 2016, Cassidy said that P. Diddy Combs tried to after the hotel incident came to her home trying to talk to her. So if you've been abused by this man the way you said, he wouldn't know what fuck I live in. But I'm gonna tell you who's gonna put a big old black eye on this trial. It's gonna be LB Short. LB Short don't want to survive P. Diddy attack. And he can live to tell about it now.
So that's gonna be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, because LB Short already said he's trying to kill me.
He got
So then when they
proof.
call, yeah, what you mean? The man got proof. That man was in a fucking coma for all them months P. Diddy trying to knock them, kill a man, all that man came back out there. And boss, I'm telling you, night and day. It bitch said night and day you can't kill me.
Hey, bro. Every week, like I said, we're gonna have more and more. What is supposed to be what some people are saying it might go on a year, but it's trial ain't gonna go on a year.
That's what they say about us. Everybody, even the celebrities saying that it's gonna last about a year.
Man, a year.
Because they got a lot of people that they want to bring into court to talk about this.
Man, man, I just wait and see. Like I said, right now it just seeming freaky and nasty. Um, you know, they gotta prove these charges, but to make them stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, prove the charges to make them stick, and according to some things that they was doing, bro, God dog it, Cassie, God dog it, God dog it.
Yeah. Kansas tried to play the victim knowing she was the whole culprit. She wasn't the victim, dog. She was the
Man,
one,
bro.
she was the one orchestrating all that.
I mean, that's what it seemed like. She was part of it. You know, it wasn't so much as she was a victim. You know.
Right.
Hey, man. But look, do your homework, bro. Let us know what's the update next week, bro. Let us know. All right, man. We still got Darius missing in New Orleans. What is going on with this, bro?
Man,
How the company themselves is at ease with this guy not being found. The company, they still have his family out there with signs, holding their signs. They're trying to bring more awareness to, hey, our loved one is still missing. Our
right.
loved one has not been found. The company that he worked for is not looking for him. Don't this sound suspicious?
Oh, well, it's past the suspicion stage. Now it's almost like your cover-up stage because you have never came out one time and said, hey, we work at the police department, we're trying to find Darius. He's an employee of ours. I haven't heard no spokesperson come out. I haven't heard nobody send no email, no tweet, nothing else saying that the company is standing behind helping the police department out to try to find this guy at all.
So you thinking is a cover up?
There's gotta be. If you as a company and you have an employee that's been with you for 3 years and they're calling everybody saying he always on work on time, he never called off, he work all the overtime, he asked him to work. If he's a good hand and he's missing, why y'all ain't trying to find him?
Man, they just letting this story now that the prisoners out, the inmates out, prison break. That's old news, man.
Right, that's what
It's
it
old
is.
news. Nobody talking about it, and this man family still don't know what happened, where he at, and he went to work.
They saw him clock in. The matter of fact, he still clocked it, I think. They saw the man clock in.
Man,
They saw the man at his post. But the crazy thing is, you while you was sitting there, the camera has this not worked that day. The camera working all that long time, but on this particular day, the camera's not working right. Then they saying that one area, right? Then, like you said again, you had a boy that was saying that, oh, said he knew something was going on because he worked there with him.
well, his name also was Darius.
That's Darius number two. Well, they said the first rumor came out, Darius number two beat Darius number one up on the dock, knocked him out, and pushed him in the wall. That was the first rumor that came out, right? So everybody ran with that story. Everybody said, "Ooh, I found out what happened. I know somebody that work on the dock." Okay, cool. So then Darius number two came on the Keith Carroll show trying to cover his face up and try to tell, "Yeah, I ain't I was just doing what he told me to do." He said, "I work up on top. He at the bottom. I'm in the crane. So I was just doing what he told me to do." So I'm thinking, you swung that fucking crane around, not to melt the fucking boat, and then tell nobody.
More than one person would have saw that.
Right. But then he was saying, I just called the man mama to tell the man mama where he could where they should tell them to look for him at. Well, if you got all these little bits and pieces of information, why don't you just come out and tell the truth what happened?
So you think he knows something, but he just not saying it, and he just hope the family find him.
Right. But then down the line, he came back trying to clear his name up, saying, "Oh, I was just clout chasing. I didn't want to get my YouTube pages up." Well, when you put yourself in the midst of an investigation like that, you can't try to come back and take yourself back out like, "Well, I was just playing. I was just playing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I was just trying to get y'all to follow my page." How you do that? So this is why I tell him at the job. Listen, I saw the Instagram shit you did. Don't take that. You better go back and retract that. We don't need that heat on our. We need the heat on this boat.
Hey, well, he was gone with it for a few days, so
Right.
a few days, and so I don't know if somebody came and told him something because he was trying to build up his page, and that was his words.
But why put yourself in the middle of an investigation that's ongoing investigation that nobody know the answers to what happened? You come with all these stories about you saw him at work that night. Y'all didn't have no fight. You was at the top of the crane, he at the bottom. I don't know what happened to that man, but I can tell you this much: if you go look for him between the boat and the water. Well, how you know this man could be laying there if you don't know what happened?
Yeah, you make yourself sound suspicious, and
Right.
that's what it's doing. It's making you sound like you really do know something, but you're just not trying to say it. And that's what the bad part about it, man. Like, look, man, you cannot, man. That's somebody love when you can't be playing with nobody's life like that. But
Right.
I saw one of his videos, and on one of his videos, he was saying that since they were saying, and people were saying that he had a fight with this guy, and he just went along with it after he got tired of trying to correct the story. He got tired of trying to correct the story, so he just went on with like, yeah, I did it, yeah, whatever, whatever y'all say, So he was just joking with it for a day or so too.
But why though? But why put yourself in a predicament to where you can be labeled as a suspect on a murder charge or a missing charge or whatever the case may be? I don't want that shit named to my name.
But like he said, he used it to help build up his page, his publicity. So
So,
that many,
so okay, that
so,
sounds
so that
cool.
many more people went to follow him. That many more people was on his page. So that's what he wanted to accomplish. That's what he wanted to accomplish, dog. But at the end, to do it in this manner, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. And the people, family members still missing, and then you do know more information
Yeah,
than you
you
what you
got
really
to, man.
saying.
You got to
You
know
make
something because
yourself sound suspicious, man.
you want to speak on it that you don't know. If you work there, you saying all of the things that could make a detective or police say, man, listen, this guy dropping too many hints or he dropping too many um details that was never exposed to the public. How you know all this?
Well, the police, detective, they're going to have to do their job, make sure they investigate. But hey, this man is still missing. This
They found
man is
somebody in the
still
river, but it
missing.
wasn't him though.
Nah, it was an amputee, right? It was
Right.
a guy who legs was cut off, but it this guy is still missing, man. This
That's
guy is
sad,
still
man.
missing. This guy is still missing, and his family is still outside of the job, right? With white picket signs, just trying to keep bringing awareness to it. I don't even know how the news dropped it. This should be a story that's going on every day
Yeah,
until they find an answer. Where's Lee Zurich, right? Where's Lee Zurich when
trying to
we
find
need him
behind
to?
Tita.
Well, to do some type of real investigation, man, and you're really trying to bring some type of awareness to it. I
Right.
mean, that's the reason they had Lee Zurich in place. You know, that's the reason he was winning all those awards from doing this
But
job.
and I don't know, like I said again, I know it's hard to get on that port if you're on no Twitch call, if you ain't working. So I don't know how it goes for as the news media being allowed to go and talk to because the family can't get on there because they don't have the credentials to get on the port. So if you're working on a port and you don't have the credentials to get on there, if anything happened to you, your family can't come in there and ask no questions because you're not allowed on there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can easily do something to somebody, get away with it, and they can't come out there and question you because they have no rights to get on. They have no way to get on the port. So if the harbor police don't get involved, NOPD can't get on. You think it's a cover up some kind of way?
It might be, brother. Might be. But hey, man, prayers go out to the man, family, bro. Like
Right,
one of his family members said, the grandmother hasn't slept. You know, you got this man loved ones ain't go to sleep yet. They're just up. They're still worrying about what's going on. They say this guy was a pillar of the family. He was always there for him when he needed. You
right.
know, so they just trying to return the favor and the love. So, man, I pray some they get some answers, some type of closure in this situation. It's sad, but you know, hey, bro, your emergency is nothing but 24 hours of news, and then
Yep,
the next thing happened. No matter
yep.
how important it is to you, soon the next news break, you old news. No
Right.
matter what it is, you old news, man. And this leading going back to this sand prison break. This prison break is all everyone is talking about now, bro. It took over. It took over, bro. If you ain't talking about the prison break, you ain't talking about nothing because it's on every news station. It's about in every city.
Well,
And
it's the biggest prison break in American history.
and tell me this, how y'all feel about Sheriff Hudson suspending her reelection campaign to be sheriff? How you feel about that, Kevin? Do you think she did the right thing by suspending it?
Well, I think she did what was best for the what was best for the situation at the time because she's showing you guys that hey, even though I'm trying to rerun for the same position, but what's important to me right now is trying to catch these 11 inmates or 10 inmates that's escaped. So if she wouldn't have not done that, the first thing they'd have said is, oh, she can't catch it because she's too busy focused on her campaign. Whether to take all that negative out of the way, I'm gonna drop out that race for right now. I need to focus on what's at hand right now, catching these 10 inmates. I think she did the right thing. You know, now to anybody else might say, well, she should have did that. She should have stayed running. She could have won. She probably could have won, but this could have this could boost her chances up to get reelected because she's showing that I'm not worrying about being reelected. I'm more worrying about keeping the city safe by getting these criminals off the street and back into jail.
Do you feel like it was her fault?
No, I don't. I don't feel like it's her fault. Just like I told you about American Trail, I think it's her team that let her down. She can't be the sheriff, the warden, the camera operator, the door watcher. She can't be all that shit by herself. When you hire these people and they put them on your staff, you are trusting and believing that they're gonna do what they're supposed to do their job to keep your job safe or keep your job relevant. I think our staff let her down. No, I don't think she should be blamed for it. But she gonna get the heat of it because who she are and what position that she's in.
Okay, taking the blame and accountability is two different things,
Right.
right?
She took accountability.
Correct. And that's what I was just about to state, right? Taking accountability is what she has done. right? Knowing that hey, it was her job to run that department. It was
Right.
the sheriff. She the sheriff. So she's over everything, right? So she's saying, well, hey, I admit some wrong has been done, and by me being a head, hey, I'm a dive on the sword,
Right.
right? And that's what she's saying. But technically, all right, now that's when you go to blaming, right? Technically, she wasn't the one that did none of the things. She wasn't the one that, if there was culprits in there, she wasn't one of them,
Right.
right? As stated and as has been proven right now, she wasn't one of them. So that's why. So I agree that I understand the reason why she suspended her reelection, right? And that's taking accountability. But far as blaming her for the reason that they escaped, that's not fair.
No, it's not.
That's not fair to her. But the byproduct of this, that hurt her reelection campaign. That didn't help. That hurt her reelection campaign. Even though, like I said, you can't blame her, but she got to hold some type of accountability because that was her staff,
Right.
and she the helm, and she's at the head. So the head take blunt of the praise and blunt of the ridicule.
Right.
So it's unfortunate, man, because they were already, within politics, they
Right.
already have things mud. They already been throwing mud at her name as she been trying to just prepare to re-elect.
Right.
I think we forget, man, that these people are human beings, man. No one is
Mm-hmm.
perfect.
Yep.
No one is perfect, man. These people are human beings just like you and I. They have a job just like you and I, except that's their role in their job, right? And none of us did our job perfect every day,
Right.
right? And then when you have a team of people, you have to rely on your team to do their job, right?
Right.
Everyone have a certain duty they're supposed to be doing. Everyone has a job description. So when you're at the top or you are the leader of this team, you're gonna take everything that come with it because that's
Right.
your team to lead, even though she's not necessarily the one to be to blame for this. But it really did hurt her re-election. She came on the show and, like
Right.
I said, she sat on our hot seat and she was able to answer all our questions with no problem, man. She was real transparent with all her answers. So I respect her for that, and I'm sorry that she going through what she going through,
Right.
right? But she'll have a testimony at the end. You know what I mean? But this is very, very unfortunate, man. And like I said, it is affecting her re-election for to be sure. But I respect her for stepping aside and suspending her re-election just so she can focus on getting the inmates back to jail, bro.
Right.
But the reading the comments and people wanting to blame her, that's not fair to that lady. That's not fair, bro. And we treat public officials like they're superhuman, like they're not human.
Right.
You know, why we treat them like they're not human beings, man. I don't understand that, like they're perfect. And we know we're not perfect in our day-to-day jobs.
Right.
Like, come on, man. But hey, that was something that I saw, and I was like, my prayers go out to her, bro, because she's going through it right now in the public eye.
And that's all it is. It's about the public. What the public can see, what they can do to make her look bad. Like you said, it's not. It's her account. She accountable for every inmate that's inside that prison, but she cannot be accountable for if the doors is. She said she put in a request to get the locks fixed 3 years. 3 years when she first got in the office, she tried to get the locks fixed. So you don't think these inmates, and if you're in the same place for all them days and months and years, you don't think you walk around that mud trying to find out where's the weakest link inside that prison? They probably knew already them doors was not suitable to hold nobody. They just had to get the right people on their team to turn their eyes or turn their head and close their eyes and walk away from the cameras so they could do what they need to do. So you can't give her all the blame. As I said again, she took accountability for what happened. But y'all don't remember a couple of years ago when this shit happened when your boys on Bourbon Street that broke out of all these parish prisons. That boys on Bourbon Street shooting dice, buying guns, and bringing food back to the jail for the niggas that was already in there. They had a big old stink about that.
Oh yeah, when he was going out when he want and come back when he want.
Yeah,
He
that
was
boy got
treating the
that
actual
boy, that boy's
jail
in
like
ruin
a
and
halfway
everything.
house.
That
You know,
boy's in
he
ruin and everything.
he would treat like his apartment. You know, he go
Yeah.
out, come back with brother's chicken and all that. It's like this dude is seen coming back with brother's chicken. It's like what the
That boy bringing guns back. That boy, listen, that boy taking orders. What y'all want? I'm going out tonight, dog. What y'all want me to bring y'all back?
it's not that it's just becoming a problem. It's been a problem.
It's been a
And
problem.
and this that just like to blame her is like to blame the cops when the criminals do something. Like how the cops know what the criminals gonna do until they do it, unless we have the community working and
Yeah.
at least informing the cops of what's going on. You know, that's why I say, I'm not relieving her of none of it, but to give her the blame, 100% of the blame,
No.
nah, it's
But
just
but
not fair.
what made it unfair to me was the fact that the same sheriff that was in office when this guy was going back and forth to Canal Street, he had something to say about Miss Hudson. Well, damn, you was the same person that had that same problem. So you saying, yeah, it's been like that. We know they should do a better job. But you tried to throw under the bus, but you had the same thing to you when you was in office. So you
Correct,
should know
correct.
how I feel. You should know that the jail house is not equipped to hold these people. Instead of you being let's say, well, when I was back there, we had the same problem. No, you want to try to take this opportunity to throw jabs at her and saying what you saying about her, but you forget that the videotapes don't lie. So I had to go do my research. I said, oh, hold up. You were the same sheriff that's in charge when the barbers you was going in and out the jailhouse like it's a nightclub.
Yes, that's correct. And see the thing about this, right? Right, we always quick to point the finger, and that will make things so bad. We always quick to point the finger instead of trying
Right,
to come together and give some resolutions to the problem.
right,
We rather point the finger and make it politics. We rather point the fingers and make it politics and say who could do a better job and at the end of the day, it's about you still gonna have to rely on just your team.
right,
You still gonna have to rely on other people, no matter who the next sheriff gonna be. You still gonna have to rely on other people to do their job in order for you to look good. Because if
right.
they don't do their job, that means it's like you're not doing your job.
Exactly.
So and that's what it is, man. So for the next person to come in, they should take the information from the previous sheriffs, right, and see how you can come in and better the system as a whole.
Right,
But now they rather point fingers and say, well, nine on the boo boo, you're in the
right,
office, that's good it for you.
right,
I don't have nothing to tell you. Fall like I fell.
right. You're right. And that just what he did. He would as soon as they put up that camera, lights, camera action, he would have black. I said, well, damn, I just thought about something. You was the same when I was in office when this guy was going. He was on Bourbon Street shooting dice, buying chicken plates, and bringing guns back in the facility, taking orders. Anybody
Well,
paying attention to that?
shout out to everybody on Instagram. I see y'all. I see y'all. What's
Yes,
up,
Lord.
Kanye?
What's up,
Congratulations,
Kanye?
Kanye. Kanye graduated, y'all. Kanye went to the prime. Congratulations, Kanye.
Congrats, man. Kanye said, I gotta go sleep early at night. I ain't gotta go to school no more.
Kanye said I can hang. Kanye said I went to the prime. I'm graduating. Look, I can hang. Congratulations, Kanye. Congratulations, man. Hey, say Kev, that mayor's race coming up, bro. Who you want to be your next mayor, man? You got Oliver Thomas said, look, he put his name in the hat. You got
TK, I told you, Byron Cole.
hey
Yeah. Y'all got some
man,
slim pickers over there, dog. Gonna lie, y'all got some slim pickers, dog. You know,
who you voting for mayor, bro? They got what the lady named Moreno.
Moreno. I had the list. I lost my list for a couple of weeks ago, but I can't vote. But you guys need to know Y'all want T out the door. I'm telling y'all push T out the door. Y'all gonna have a key carry Byron Cole being your man now.
Hey, bro.
A Noonan
Oliver
cat,
Thomas said he won't be out with Mel, bro. How you
man.
feel about that?
But Oliver Thomas quicker than Shamora, bitch.
I'm sorry.
I said Oliver Thomas is quicker than your boy Shamora to be that question mark to do that be on Instagram. You know Oliver Thomas quicker than a motherfucker. You go.
Oh, you say he is crooked as Shamar.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's the male guy with the bent body.
yeah, the question mark.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, okay. You know you talk fast, so you say he's crooked as Shamar. Okay. Um, I see Marquette Watts say he want to be cool to be his mayor, Byron Cole. So hey man, like I
Bro,
said, they got people out here that's voting for the brother Byron Cole to be their mayor,
why?
man. You got Oliver Thomas got his name in the hat. You got Byron Cole. You got, as you can see, you got a brother right there. A brother right here, Marquette Watts said, look,
Marquette cat.
that's to get his vote.
I'm glad Marquette stayed at Shreveport. He can't vote.
See, right? Why you trying to influence that man vote? That man has the right, man, the right to vote for whoever he wants, man.
That man got the right to stay silent too. He didn't do that neither.
Hey, but what you think about
Man,
Morano? She's the popular one. She's the one that seemed like everyone was excited when she put her name in the hat.
uh, you know, everybody, and I think she is the popular one because of what happened to her. Oh no, that's not my right. I'm sorry. What's the one name that was the interim chief of police? I'm talking about the one that was the chief of police when they before they hired the old lady now.
What's the lady? Is another lady you speaking
No,
of?
okay. The one that was chief of police. She was an intern when the old boy stepped down. She stepped in to help out, but she didn't get the job.
Interim. Oh,
Right.
she was the interim.
I think she went for mayor too, right?
I forgot her name. I think yeah. Was no, that wasn't Morano.
I can't remember. And that's why I said I had everything. Y'all excuse me from being lack of informed right now. But if y'all know her name, put her name in the comments. But I think if that's the one you're talking about, she will win because of what happened to her, why she didn't get the police chief job. So
That's okay. Wolfer. Wolfer.
Woodford, okay, that's her. I think she got a chance to win because the reason being, like I said, she should have got the police chief job. They didn't give it to her. So I think she's gonna be the one that everybody gonna try to back because they felt like she got a raw deal from not getting the police chief's job.
Mm. So it's a popularity contest.
I think so. I think that's where it's gonna go at. I could be
Mm.
wrong. Like I said, I can't vote because I'm not in the city, but if it had to be my thinking of it, I think it'll go that way versus, the other way.
Mm. Hey man, like I said, Moreno put her name in the hat, and a lot of people got behind her. A lot of people
Right.
got behind her, man. As you can see, Marquette Watts said he'll come back to the city to vote for Byron Cole. So, Byron Cole gets his vote. What you say? What's up, big brother? I see you, Ryan.
So Ryan,
Good man. What's happening with it, big brother? What's happening with it? What you say, big? Wolfer is running for sheriff, big.
touring for the sheriff department. Okay, yes.
All
I
right,
know she ran
Wolfer
for
is running
something.
for sheriff. That's okay. Say, bro, look, bro. I saw Morano say she running for mayor, and I know Oliver Thomas. That's two
If
people
that's
that
your
are
if that's your only two choices, I'll go Moreno. I ain't going to Oliver Thomas.
you wouldn't trust him to do his job.
No.
You don't think he's knowledgeable enough to be the mayor of the city?
It's not about his knowledge ability. It's about are you gonna do right
His
by the people.
knowledgeability. That's a new word. I like that
Yeah.
one, Kevin.
And
Knowledgeability. Go ahead.
ain't about that. I know he's knowledgeable enough because he's been around for a long time. But he's gonna do right by the city. It's a question.
Okay. What's up, big brother Hank?
What's up,
Big
Hank?
brother Hank said, I am voting for the guy on the corner. You heard me? Okay, the guy on the corner.
Meaning
All right, big brother
whoever
Hank.
out there pro, I want you, Hank. whoever's out there showing their face and trying to win your vote over, that's who you're voting for. I understand.
Hank said he's voting for the guy on the corner. Well, Cal, this is what I'm saying, my brother. We need to pay attention. I think Oliver Thomas is knowledgeable enough to do the job, right?
But is he gonna do the job correctly? I ain't worried about your knowledge. I want about you gonna do the job correctly. Are you gonna make sure the city is straight?
Listen. I mean, you have to give a brother a chance, just like you'll give anybody else a chance.
I won't give a fucking Byron Cole no chance. Tell that much.
Huh?
I won't give Byron Cole that no fucking chance. I won't
You
let Byron
would
Cole be
not.
the mayor. Hell no. I won't let Byron Cole be the mayor of the dog race, bitch. And they got double poodles and chihuahuas running. Fuck no. I don't give a fuck what y'all feel. How y'all feel about that man? He would not be like, if I had to move back to the city and get residency, the vote, I would not vote for that boy.
Okay. Well, like I said, you have people in the comments that been saying like, hey. You got people that's in the okay. You got people in the comments, bro, that's saying they will vote for Byron, man. Look, you can't get mad that
I'm not
that's
mad,
the
dog. I'm just
politician, man.
saying.
That's the people politician. You
You're right.
cannot get
If
mad,
that's what they
man.
want to run the city, be my guest and vote for him. But I'm telling y'all, go ahead and put him in that office and see what happens. He gonna
You
stop all
know,
y'all block parties, no more crawfish barrels, no more second lines. Everything he hate, he gonna stop it. He called him, he hit everything.
hey, bro. What's up, Nikisha Davis?
What's up, Miss
I see
Davis?
you in the building. What's happening with it? Do that favor, like and share. What you said, big brother here. They need new blood in the city. City Hall Department. Title. I guess you're saying you tired. It's
Right.
all leaving. Uncle
Uncle
Tom
Tone?
and Auntie Betty as people.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you talking to your phone and look like it.
I mean, he tired of Uncle Tone's, meaning he tired of everybody voting for
Yeah,
white man.
right. And I can understand that, my brother. You want something different, is what you're saying, right? Big brother Hank, you said you want something different. Um, okay, look, Ryan has a question, right?
Okay.
Ryan said, what are top 3 qualities the next mayor should have, right? Um, that's a good question. That's a good question for the audience too, right? That's a
I
good
think
question for the audience. What are the top 3 qualities that the next mayor should have? That the
that
next mayor should have? What things that you demand? Like they have to be this. They have to be this. What are those things?
I think this should I think the you know it gotta be hmm that's a good question
Hmm?
because you want them to know to be familiar with the city, not the city now, the city as a whole from back way back when it was this, when it's that, when it's this. You want them to be able to say, okay, I was there when Dutch Moria ran the city, and he did things like this. That worked for the city a little bit, but when his son took over, that didn't work too good for the city. So I think they should be well educated on the city and the city problems from start to now, not just right here today, from back when to now. So you can say, okay, that mayor did it this way, it worked for us. That mayor did that way, that didn't work for us. Let me try to see if I can take some pages out of each one of these mayor's books and try to build a new city, a new Orleans, a better New Orleans.
Tell me this. Do that mayor have to be that person have to be a New Orleanian?
I would feel as though me myself personally, I would want somebody that grew up in the city that knows the culture of the city, that knows the city well enough to be able to bring some different changes to the city. That's just me personally talking. Now, y'all might feel different. Y'all might say, I don't give a fuck where they from. They be from Timbuktu.
Mm. Okay. Let's see what some of the comments saying. Let's see what some of the comments saying because that was a good question, right? First thing I thought of was integrity, right?
Right.
And Oh, look out. Oh, okay. What you said? That's what Felicia said. It should be from New Orleans. All right. What you said? Tatoya, integrity, leadership, and the need the and the needs of the community. All right,
Right,
integrity, leadership, and the needs of the community. Right.
right,
That was a good question. Good question, Ryan. And see that's what I was thinking. Right. Whoever this person gonna be, right? Ryan said, in touch with constituents. Right.
okay,
All right. Poor, middle class, and business owner. Right. That would help. All these are great answers, and none of them are wrong. All
right,
these are great answers, and none of them wrong because we need that person. Number one, we always complain about when it's time for the whatever the position is, right?
right,
That we about to have the race, the political race. That's when we see that person more, right? The closer
right,
to the election, that's when we see that person. So being more visible, right, way before the election, that would help. That would help. That would help, man. Right, along with us knowing some background on them, so we can understand what type of integrity that this man have. It would help if they're from New Orleans, right? So they can understand our culture and our traditions,
right,
right? Because when it comes down to making decisions about second lines or anything that we deem as our culture or our tradition, they have more of an understanding of it,
right,
right? That you would, like I said, but the biggest thing is they gotta be a people person, man. And being honest, that gotta be. I really want them, like I said, to have some type of. He believe in something.
right,
He believe in something, man. He got some type of moral barometer, you
right,
know, about himself, and to where you can look at him and say that brother can be bought, or that person can be bought. They're gonna do their job and they're gonna do what's best for us.
right,
So that was a good question, Ryan. Like, and there's no wrong answers within this. There's no wrong answers, not at all. Ability to unite all sides of the political spectrum. That's correct. You got to be somebody that we got to look at as he ain't gonna pick a side. He gonna call a spade, right?
mm-hmm,
Without without dividing, right? You can
right,
disagree and make everyone understand the common goal. It has to be that person. Ryan, I don't know, Ryan. You may be talking up yourself, bro. I don't know, Ryan. I don't know, bro. You may be talking up yourself, man. I
mm,
don't know if this was a rhetorical question, brother. But hey, Ryan. I mean, brothers like you, um, brothers like what the Purnell, um, brothers like David Hudson, it'd be good, man. For we know it's still too early for these brothers like y'all, you know what I mean? It have to be a process, right? But at the end of the day, man, y'all the type of guys that we see right now that's doing things that affect the community, that affect change positively. And right now we see it as there's no type of monetary gain for this because it's just gonna be real work. It's gonna be work. You understand? And you gotta have a good heart. So y'all three brothers, man, look, I wouldn't mind throwing y'all name in a hat, but you're right, Ryan. It have to be someone that possess all these things, all these qualities,
right,
so we can get behind them. And what's the problem is we run into people that be like wolf in sheep clothing.
right,
They talk a good game, right? But they really don't be for us, or they know of our city, but really don't understand our culture. So they make decisions based on what somebody else is telling them to do in this situation. So I'd rather it be somebody that be from New Orleans. So I feel the same way about that. Someone that grew up here, went to college here. I mean, even if you went away to college, you still got ground roots to where you ain't been gone from the city 30 years and you just you just lost contact. You just don't understand what's going on down here anymore.
Right.
So I'd rather be somebody from New Orleans that knows us, understands us. That's why I was asking about Oliver Thomas, right? You just like you saying no, there are a lot of people that's backing Oliver Thomas. A lot of people backing
Right.
him, man.
Because he
So
been in the game for a long time. He been
and
around for a long time.
right. He's a player that know the players, right?
Yes.
In a political aspect of it, he know the other pundits that's in this. So it's like he will be a good person to have as a candidate. But rather he win or not, as all depends on people getting out there and vote for whatever candidate you want. But like I said, I like people that really have ground roots here. Ground rules, I
Right.
feel like when you look at other cities, that's the ones that's the most effective, the ones that's been there, grew up there, and they understand what's going on.
Right.
So that was a great question, Ryan. Honestly, so hopefully we get that person out the candidates that we have, but time will tell. We need to start paying attention, because hey, y'all already know voting affect change. Voting
Right.
affect change. So if you want change, you got to get out there and vote. All right. Moving along. Kev, do you got any shout outs at this moment? Any shout outs? Anybody want to shout out, man?
Man, yes, I do got some shout outs. Shout out to the McKinney Board 2025 graduation class. On this Friday, my baby boy will be walking across the stage to get
What?
his
Say that
diploma
again,
with us.
man.
On this Friday, my baby boy will be walking across the stage, get his diploma. So shout out to everybody with the McKinney Board, the 2025 class graduations. Yes, sir. I'll be in that building.
All right, congratulations, man. Congratulations, Jaden. I'm proud of your nephew. Do your thing, man. Also, man, I want to say congratulations to my granddaughter Phoenix. My baby said she looked and felt like a princess. You know what I mean? So
She a
congratulations to my
girl. She a
baby.
girl.
Congratulations to my baby, but like I said, that was awesome. My baby looks so pretty. Y'all see the picture. Y'all make sure y'all say congratulations, Princess Phoenix. Y'all saw my baby, man. Also,
Right.
man, y'all saw the All Love Over show on Kanye, man. Y'all say congratulations to Kanye, man. Kanye on here. Y'all say
Congratulations, Kanye.
congratulations to Kanye. Right, Kanye, the youngest one that be on our show, man. Kanye just graduated high school. So y'all make sure y'all say congratulations to Kanye. Man, he right on here, man. So y'all congratulate him, man. Congratulations, my brother. Kanye said he going to Tulane. That's
What?
what's
That's all
up,
right, man.
Kanye. Kanye going to Tulane. Shout out to Kanye. Shout out to you, my brother. We got something for you for the All Love Over show. Look, I'll be in town this weekend, man, and we got a gift for you. So I make sure I hit you up and you get the gift from the All Love Over show. We proud of you, Kanye. Like I said, man, Kanye been around here since we started the show. And
Hey,
really
Kanye be rocking
appreciate
with
the
us,
brother.
dog. Kanye be up late night hiding under the pillow, hiding in the pillow of the phone on Dunk. I don't know why Kanye still on the show at 10 o'clock at night for now. You gotta go to school tomorrow.
Congratulations, man. Like I said, once again, congratulations to all the graduates out there, man. Shout out to Eric French and all these band directors who have
Yes,
these
sir.
kids, who's helping these kids, assisting these kids with getting these scholarships, man. There are more and more kids getting scholarships in a band, bruh. That makes my heart real happy because it wasn't like that when we was coming up. You only had a few, now you have a lot. And shout
Yeah.
out to these band directors, every band director from every high school. I know we are competitive. Kobe is the best. I know that. Don't worry about that. But moving
Paul
forward,
got the best
yeah,
band
you know
in
Kobe
the
the best. We
land.
always see that. But shout out to all the band directors, man. You guys are doing an awesome job, man. I salute y'all. I salute y'all. I see these kids getting these scholarships, and it makes us feel good, bro. But shout out to all the kids that's graduating, man. It's a good feeling. I'm real happy. I see McMahon whole class, every last one
Every
of
last
them,
one of them, dog. It was
every
great,
last
man.
one of them got
196 of them.
scholarships. Come on,
Yes.
man. Shout out to McMahon, man. Shout
Yeah, I
out
saw
to
that. Man. Like,
McMahon.
what? That's good,
They
dog.
That's awesome, man. Every last kid received a scholarship. So, man, look, I'm just happy, right? It makes you feel good, right? Look, shout out to the parents, shout out to the guardians, shout out to the ones that helping these kids, right? That's giving these kids a stable foundation so they can focus on
Right.
their future. So shout out to the parents, shout out to y'all too, man. You know, it's a big deal um, for us parents just to remain stable, provide a foundation.
Yep. Your phone froze up? Like the music, I think Earl screened froze. But yeah, man, like Earl, like Earl just saying, shout out to all the parents, the guardians, the grandparents, the aunties, the uncles, the cousins, anybody who had their hand in a child graduating today in these days and times. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Because listen, it says that they say it takes a village to raise a child. That goes far and beyond. So shout out to everybody that had their hands, anybody that's graduating, that has graduated. Salute all y'all, because it's a tough road. Like I said, my son be coming out this year, this Friday. I'm proud. I can't wait to be able to walk across that stage so I can holler his name out too, like everybody else have done, and over the years and still to come. Like I said, we have a lot more of the show to talk about. Don't forget, we got a hot pepper question, not a letter. We have a hot pepper question coming up. So y'all know how it is. It's 9:45. I know some of y'all get tired. Y'all been working all day. Y'all sleeping. Y'all want to hear the hot pepper question. So as soon as Earl get his audio and his video back up, we're gonna bring that hot pepper question to y'all guys. A little recap for the ones that didn't catch the beginning of the show. We talked about the 10 escapees that's out here from Orleans Parish Prison. We got a poll going about who gonna get caught last. I got my money on Derek Groves gonna be the last one to get caught. Y'all will put y'all money in the pot. I got 5 on Derek. Me. We got 5 inmates out there. 4, I think, my 5. One got caught today. There was a recap of the show from the earlier. Also, we talked about upcoming election for the new mayor of New Orleans. How y'all feel about the new mayor? Who y'all think gonna be a better candidate for y'all? We also went over the P. Diddy trial. If y'all didn't catch the beginning of the show, we talked about the P. Diddy trial and how Cassidy got on stand and she pretty much told all of the things that we didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. So Puff Daddy is not in this by itself. There's a lot of more people involved. So we're gonna come back next week with some more update about the P. Diddy trial. We're gonna keep on watching this escape jailbreak. They call it a jailbreak. We're gonna keep on watching this jailbreak until they catch all the inmates. Like I said, this is one of the biggest jailbreaks in history. It's been all over the Texas news, and so it's worldwide news. So if y'all have not seen it, I know everybody been keeping a close eye on it. From my understanding, they still got 5, maybe 4 of them still out there that have not been caught yet. And I said again, we got a poll going. I think Derek Grove gonna be the last one to get caught. I might be wrong, but if y'all think who y'all think gonna get caught next, who y'all think gonna get caught last? That's how New Orleans playing it right now. Like I said, we recap the show. We got a few graduates shout outs. We got the all love hot pepper question. It's not a letter, it's a question. So as soon as Earl come back with the audio, we're gonna get the question started. Let me see where he at. Hold on, y'all. I will ask the question myself, but y'all can tell I don't have the question in hand. Here come my great old host right now. Hey, dog, I'm glad you finally came in from the bathroom. Dog, took a bathroom break on. That's all right. We all need to go
It,
take a pee every now and then.
as long as
Regular ass
you gonna
phone.
keep talking while I go to the bathroom.
Regular ass phone.
As long as you keep talking, and you gonna be all right.
Yeah, I tell you. He got a laptop, a green top, a blue top. Still can't stay on live.
Long as you keep talking,
Say,
I'll
dog,
be
listen,
all right.
before we go any further, I'm gonna see. I don't know if I can see. I don't know if I can turn my camera around, dog. But the homeless guy called the street got a motherfucking big old speaker boom box. I want to get his fucking power from. What they been stealing my fucking power?
What you mean? How the man gonna steal your power, Kev?
Dog, the dude got a whole fucking Bluetooth speaker. That bitch sound like he got 212s over there, dog. He just turned my motherfucking live. How you homeless with a whole motherfucking this?
Where you at, Kevin?
I'm in front of my door. And this he disturbed my fucking live. All I hear is this fucking boom box. This nigga got a whole fucking speaker, nigga, with no power. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck he getting power from.
Say, dog, why you just can't let that man be, dog? That man, They're trying to enjoy fucking self. Now that
He
man
is.
enjoying
Listen,
himself,
I ain't
bro.
mad at him, dog. I'm
That
just
man probably.
looking at them like, hold on, where that noise coming from? That boy got a straight bust over the fucking boombox on with the Bluetooth speaker. No, that bitch big as motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I'm like, hold on, dog.
You always messing with the homeless people. Let
They
the
didn't mess
people
with me,
be.
dog.
All right, let's move forward, bro. Let the man be, bro. Let the man be, dog. God damn it, Kevin. You
Man, I'm just
always
saying,
picking on
dog.
these homeless dudes,
I
dog.
ain't picking on them, man. I'm just trying to figure out what's the strategy. Fuck, I might want to get into the game. He might be stealing electric for somebody. I ain't got to pick on electric bill no more from.
How you know he don't have batteries, Kevin?
That bitch ain't got no battery. That boy got no battery first. That boy got a Bluetooth with some wires and some power.
Okay, bro, let's move forward, dog.
We saw
You
a big
worried
ass
about
speaker.
this one.
I ain't worried about you disturb my life. All I hear is this fucking music going on over there.
You know what, say, bro, now you got people
Hold on,
wanting to
Tori.
see.
I'm gonna see. Hold on, Tori. I'm matter of fact, I'm about to go walk over there. I can turn my camera around.
Say, bro, that man, you walk over there, the man sneak you, dog, for minding his business, dog.
I'm gonna get that boy some chips. I'm gonna show y'all, dog. I'm gonna get that boy some potato chips.
That
Hey,
man
dog,
say, mind your business, Lil.
I got some Dorito right there, dog. Man, I got a whole boom box on shit, dog. I'm gonna be nosy. Fuck that one, no. The all love shit won't know.
And look, and the kind, and you know they're messy. Oh,
What's up, man? How you doing? There's some chips for you. Want some chips, man? Yeah, some Doritos. I see y'all out here jamming with your music, dog. Just trying to figure out. I'm like, man, you got a whole boom box over there, dog. Oh no, you ain't bothering me. I'm just doing my live show. I said, I said, man, you got a whole boom box over there. I'm kind of jealous. I got no boom box like that. 200 for that one?